Anna. My name is Rika, and I will be teaching you how to make a Tahitian hip hay. First, you want to have a long piece of cloth here. I stripped it into 3 pieces. Each piece is probably like 4 to 5 inches. You want to measure it around your hip, and then basically you want to double that. So then that way you'll have extra length so that you can actually, because you're going to be braiding it, it's going to get shorter, and then you'll be able to have extra length to tie it. Okay? So I have all my materials pretty prepared. I'm going to use some fake tea leaves. They're actually silk tea leaves, and I got some different variety of colors. So one thing you want to do is cut your tea leaves straight down the center. I usually grab a couple of tea leaves at the same time and get some scissors, just cut straight into the center. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do that. I actually need to cut more of these, but for now I'll just leave it. For these ones, for the hip hay, I would actually just leave them because these are kind of smaller leaves, so you can use that. And also you have some hau, or some more as they call in Tahiti. In Hawaii they call hau, and in Cook Islands they call kiriau. It's made from the purao tree, which is the wild hibiscus tree. So also I have some raffia, and I kind of want some long lengths in there too. So let's get started. First thing you want to do is tie a knot. Okay, so I did that already. And you're going to braid. So we're going to go ahead and just braid this. If you want, you could use also a green cloth if you don't want to have a white cloth, but whatever you have, works. So if you want to cut costs down, you can always use like an old sheet or an old sarong or something, and you don't want to buy material. Raffia is actually really pretty cheap to buy, so you can get that at like Michael's. And at Michael's you can also get things like leaves, different variety of leaves too. Okay. So I'm just going to grab about a pinch of the more. You're going to put right here, and you're going to braid as if you're braiding. So you're going to cross over. Always use your thumbs to keep it down. Then basically right in the center. Then you're going to fold it over. Okay. Again, I'm going to use another thing of more. So you place it down, hold it with your thumb, then you get the other side as if you're braiding. You're going to cross over, pinch it with your thumb, and then you're going to fold. Okay. So now the next thing I'm going to do is a tea leaf. So what I do is usually make it like you're making a fan. You're going to fold it as if you're making a fan like this. So I'm going to just set that right over that, same way. And you're going to cross the left over and pinch and fold again. Okay. The next leaf I'm going to do, actually I should have this all pre-cut, but I don't, so excuse me as I'm a little unprepared at this moment. This is actually, you should have these cut because it is hard to hold this in one hand and to try to cut in the other. So let's go ahead and do the same thing. We're going to fold it like a fan. We're going to place it over, pinch it with your thumb, grab the other side of your cloth, fold over, and fold the leaf over, okay? Alright. And the next one I'm going to do is the orange. Now since the orange isn't as long as the tea leaf, I'm just going to, again, we're going to fold it like a fan. But I'm only going to use, I'm going to attach it from the bottom, so I'm just going to leave the whole leaf out. And just enough so that it will hold down, if that makes sense. So again, let's go ahead and fold that over and fold the leaf over. Okay, see how that's working? Okay, the next, so you're going to hold that with your thumb. Next thing is, you're going to grab some of this raffia. Raffia. Okay. We have fun with raffia. And what we're going to do is grab the raffia. We're going to, it just depends on how long you want the raffia to hang out. Do you want it really long, or do you want it kind of halfway long? So I'm just going to go right in the center. I want it about that length. I'm just going to place the middle of that right there in the center. Again, do the same technique by folding over like you're braiding. Pinch it so it doesn't unravel, and fold over the raffia. Okay, so think about the pattern you want. Do you want a lot of raffia? Do you want a lot more of the leaves, or do you want more of the more? So, or do you want it in equal amounts? Okay, so something to think about. The next one I'm going to do is I think it's called a croton leaf, but I can't remember. It's indigenous to China. It was brought to the Hawaiian Islands and also to Tahiti and several of the other Pacific islands, but it's not indigenous to those islands. But we use them a lot in costumes. So, and these silk tea leaves actually look pretty real. And the thing is that you don't have to make your costume every time you dance, so it's kind of nice to have something that's like this that will last many years. And it looks real from a distance, so that's what matters. Okay. Alright, now you're going to go ahead, and now we're going to start from the beginning process. So we already went through all the different leaves and things. The how, get a pinch of the how material, place it down. Keep holding it with your thumb, that's really important. And you're going to cross over and fold over. Okay, I usually kind of go like this while I'm making it. Next, let's see, okay, we have another pinch of how. Let's go ahead and do the same thing. Okay. Cross and pinch and cross over, fold over. Okay. Let's go to the, I use kind of my palm to hold, to fold. It's kind of my own technique, but everybody kind of creates their own technique as they're learning how to make costumes. I've been, doing this since I was 12 years old, so I keep learning as I go. I'm constantly learning and figuring out new things here. Okay, you're going to go ahead and just place that down. You're going to fold that over the material. Then you're going to fold over the leaf there. Okay, and let's go to the next leaf. This one has a little bit more red in it. The other one is just green, so. And there's my phone. It sounds like Etsy. I have an Etsy site under Island Mana, which is my business name where I specialize in making costumes. Okay, so same thing there. Okay, you can see how it's coming together. Not bad, okay. Let's go ahead and just fold fold the leaf here. I got the green leaf. Okay. And let's place that in there. It's kind of a little splash of color, you know. And I do sell these tea leaves on my Etsy site, Island Mana. It's actually just one word, so. Okay. Next one is more raffia. So let's go ahead and look at the center. So we got the center here. We're going to place that center right here. Okay, keep the thumb pinching it. Then you're going to cross over and fold over. Fold the raffia. It's going to look pretty cool. Okay, let's go ahead and grab this rotund. Excuse the mess. This is my art studio, so I am in the process of working on my fashion show, which is coming up August 9th at Hiva, San Diego, 2014. So I basically have like a week and a half to get that all finished, and it's coming out pretty good. So, all right, so let's go ahead and we can start again. And let's just go ahead and I'm going to continue on making this. So so far, this is what I have. I'm actually finishing it up. So you can see here, this is the back. Okay. If you ever need to take a break, all you have to do is just go like this. Just basically close it up by braiding it. And then that way you can be hands-free. Like if you need to cut more leaves and stuff, then that way you can let it sit, and then you can, you know, cut your leaves or whatever you have to do, or drink some water or whatever. Okay, so we're gonna finish this off. Let's see, I'm on the very last part. So I'm gonna grab some more raffia and put put it here. Okay. And also, if you want to make it thicker, you can always put like 2 leaves at a time. I'm just doing 1 leaf at a time, and because I am mixing it with other stuff, so it's pretty thick as is. If you're just doing tea leaves only, I recommend that you use 2 leaves every single time. So you basically stack 2 leaves, and then you do the fold and the crossover, and then fold another 2 leaves. So that way you get double thickness. Okay. So let's go grab an orange leaf. These are actually kind of hard to find. These are kind of like seasonal. So if you look in Michael's and stores like that, Joann's Fabrics or whatever, you're going to notice that during certain seasons you have certain leaves that come out. So I recommend, if you want to buy the summer leaves, like tea leaves only, it's very difficult to find over at Michael's. I do sell them on my website, so you can buy them off my website at islandmana.com or on Etsy at islandmana. Otherwise, if you go find them, you might be able to find them at Michael's. They are pretty expensive if they are there. Usually they do have these leaves all the time, but I have seen that they run out, so usually in the summertime. So, okay. Let's see. Okay, we're on our last leaf. And with this hip belt, you can wear it with a pareo, or sarong as they call. You can wear it with a house skirt, a mori skirt if you want. Or if you want to go really risque, just wear it as is, but I don't recommend that. Maybe only in your own home. So now what I'm doing is I'm just braiding it. Okay. This hip belt you would wear for action songs, like aporimas, storytelling songs. You can also use for otea, which are drum dances. But it's really nice because this kind of hip belt you can pretty much wear with all Tahitian dances or Cook Island dances. And sometimes I make hip belts and I actually make a belting part with Velcro, and then what I do is I attach this belt onto that and I sew it on. It's more work, but what's nice is that you don't have to tie it. All you have to do is Velcro it. And if you don't want to make your own, you can always have me make it for you. Which a lot of dancers end up doing. They don't have time to make their own, or they just don't make costumes. So, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just knot this at the end, or get like a string. I like using hemp string because it's very strong. You can also get that at Michael's. And I just tie it around like so. Maybe like 4 or 5 times, wrap it. And I always like triple knot because just to make it like more secure. That was your lesson, how to make a Tahitian hip bag. And the end result would be something like this. Just make sure that it wraps around you perfectly, and that way you can tie it. You're going to double knot it when you wear it, okay? So now your hip bag is done. Thank you for joining.